Guys, we want to have your cruise ship over here on the right side. I wished I could make turns right here, but we're still being guided by the tower right in between two runways right here, so they don't ever allow me to make any turns. So whoever's on the right, if you want to get a picture of that, I'm sure everybody would like it. You got a beautiful pool on the right side as well. That belongs to the Marriott, and then that beach right in front is Kalapaki Beach. Short time you're here, you've got a couple of restaurants down there. That all those I would recommend, and then that's usually your best paddleboard beach on the island. Billy and Carlo, you have one of our lighthouses right here. There's only two of them on this island. That one you have to have a four-wheel drive to get to, but it's a pretty rough road to get out to it. Make sure to get the ship in the video as well. Now the harbor you guys are docked in, this is Nowiliwili Harbor. That's more or less the lifeline for us here in supply, in Kauai. All of our supplies, of course, comes in by ship. While we have the mics turned off, I want to tell you guys about some of the movie history we have in this area. Pretty cool stuff, really. You guys all remember Indiana Jones, right? Yep. So this river right here is called the Hula River in front of us. You guys remember the scene in Indiana Jones when he comes out of the jungle, jumps in the water, swims out to the seaplane, takes off, and he had all the snakes crawling around? That was filmed right there in that part of the river. I remember seeing that when I was younger, thinking, man, that's pretty cool stuff, yeah. Not the snakes, I don't like those, but no snakes in Hawaii, so we're good on that. Now this ridge line we're flying along, you don't realize it, but you've seen it many, many times. If you ever saw the TV show MASH, this is the same ridge line in the background when the helicopters are flying around. And the background, this is it right here, so. It's called the Haupu Ridge. Just on the other side of it, it's called Kipukai. As we go past this low gap, you guys may recognize that if you saw the movie The Descendants. And so that was the, with George Clooney, that was the family piece of land in that movie. And you get that same view when George Clooney and his two daughters were standing on that ridge right there overlooking the property. Yeah, welcome to Jurassic Park. John knows it. Remember, all the way back in the very first movie, guys, the helicopter flies up the valley, lands at the big waterfall. Jurassic Falls is the big one up here in front of us. And the true name of Jurassic Falls is really Manawai Opuna. We're always going to know it. Now, all these waterfalls on the left, all these waterfalls on the right, guys, these are all just a bonus. We just had a big rain shower that came through here, so they only last a couple hours and then they'll be gone. Really good timing on your flight. Make turns, bring Jurassic Falls on both sides. And if you guys see any velociraptors running around, give me a heads up, yeah? It's been pretty pesky here in Kauai. You guys don't have those in Ontario, yeah? No. About a billion velociraptors down there. We're good. Guys, welcome to the beautiful Grand Canyon of the South Pacific, Waimea Canyon. Neat thing to me when I come through this canyon, it always stands out is, all of our islands come from the same source. So the same hot spot in the Pacific plate as it rotates create shield volcanoes. Shield volcanoes just build layers and they give us our islands. Shield volcanoes are much different. I'm sure you guys are probably familiar with Mount St. Helens. They don't have the explosive capability like that where when it erupts, half the island's going to disappear. Much smaller explosions, but they don't have that big time explosion. So instead they build layers. Now Kauai is our oldest island. We're 5.5 to 6 million years old. Right now the tallest point on this island is close to, well, it is 5,243 feet. However, geologists believe Kauai was a little over 9,000 feet tall at one time. So that's a lot of erosion that's happened in 5.5, 6 million years. The thing that kind of stands out to me that I always think is so cool, you look around, you see each one of these lines along the canyon wall, right? So each one of these represent a different layer of lava as the island of Kauai was being born. Now think about that, 5.5, 6 million years later, all that erosion's peeled back layer after layer. You're really looking at the beginning of this island as you come through this canyon. Either way, beautiful place. And we got a gorgeous waterfall up here in front of us. You can't see it right now. We're going to bring it on the right. I'll bring it right back around for Carlo and Billy. And you're going to see this. This is Waipo'o Falls. This is an 800-foot waterfall, so it's almost twice as tall as Jurassic Falls. A lot of water coming over it today. It's beautiful. See some hikers right on that cliff right there. So one lady doing yoga up there. Dedication, right? Guys, whether you've never seen it before, you've seen it 1,000 times before, welcome to the beautiful Napali Coast.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
What we'll do, guys, is I'll bring a couple of points of interest along the right-hand side. We'll talk about those. I'll bring them right back around the left, make sure everybody gets a good view. So we'll do several turns all the way down the Napali. And this first beach you see right here at 1 o'clock low, that's, see the famous arch right through the middle of it, that's called Hanapu. Hanapu is the tallest sea arch in Hawaii, so it's right at 90 feet tall. You guys may recognize that beach and arch from a couple of movies, Pirates of the Caribbean, Stranger Tides, when Johnny Depp, Captain Jack Sparrow, runs through that to find the Spanish ship. And then also 1976 version of King Kong, when they first come ashore, and that's where they're at. And so they walk through the arch, you see the waterfall on the right side of it. You can see that clearly in the movie, but man, it looked like a scary place when I remember seeing it as a kid. You know, I had no idea it's so beautiful. This next beach is called Kalalau Beach, and you would normally see some hikers on that beach, but it's closed at the moment. There's some trail or some shelters in the back and the trees right there. And so right above it, though, every bit of those windswept bridges we call the famous cathedrals, guys.
And I never knew, and I think to myself, what a wonderful
Big valley in front of us, this Kalalau Valley. If you ever come back, you can drive to the back of this valley on that ridge up there. That's as close as you can get by car.
What a wonderful ooh, yeah.
Again, Billy and Carl. Kauai is just a made-up name for this island. It just kind of took over. The true name of Kauai is Kamabai Lualani, and so that's the true name of this island. That translates, when you translate it into English, the center of the universe. And so the Hawaiians believe that Kauai is where all things created and their life began right here. Now, we're coming around the corner. I never guarantee this, so I'm hoping I'm not jumping the gun, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to see it. This is the volcano crater that created Kauai. This is the birthplace of Kauai, where it all began. This is a very sacred place to the Hawaiians. Not only is it beautiful, it's very powerful. Yeah, it's wide open. So up in the clouds above us is the tallest point on this island, Mount Kawakine. We only see that 35, 40 days a year at most. It's always covered in clouds. This is where the 450 inches of rain falls. Now, the Hawaiians believed that water was wealth. This is called Mount Waialeale, which means water, water. And so this is a special place, guys. I'm going to take you all the way back in the volcano crater, Mount Waialeale. This is the birthplace of Kauai, where it all began.